As someone who has just turned 20 years old, there are so many things that I wish somebody told me when I got to high school. So many problems came up in high school that was unexpected. Life after high school is so important. And just putting myself in a better position in adult life. So since I can't travel back in time and give myself advice, I wanted to make this video and give you guys some advice on how to avoid problems or what to do to put yourself in a better position. This is for high schoolers or people of all ages. Let's get straight into it. The first thing I had on my list is having a general idea for what you want to do in the future. So what I mean by this is you don't have to know a specific career like being a doctor or a lawyer. What I mean is you have a specific field, like say you want to go to college, say if you want to get a trade job, say if you want to become a day trader, or say if you want to be an athlete. Just have a general idea. So if you want to be an athlete, you want to play in college sports, so you can work towards that. If you know you want to go to college and study in marketing, make sure you're doing the right things to get to college. Same thing with being a stocks trader or anything else you want to do. So you have a general purpose. It's about the goal in mind of where you're trying to get to. So if you have a general idea, you can work towards something. You're not just moving throughout life, just waving around. And it just helps with manifesting in your head as well, where you're working towards. So having that end in mind, going to college, or if you want to play a sport somewhere, or you just want to do something else in the world, you can work towards that specific thing. Number 2 on my list is whatever you want to achieve, you can do it. But I'm not doing this or saying this to have wishful thinking. What I mean is, if you're naturally gifted in football, you can easily go D1 rather than unathletic kid. But that unathletic kid can still make it to D1 football if he wanted to. He just has to put in way more effort, way more time. He has to study. He has to make big plays because he's been studying, researching a lot more than a naturally talented person. What I'm saying is, whatever you want, it is possible. It's just really hard if you're not naturally good at it. So you just have to know to put the extra effort into it to achieve what you want. So anything is possible, but you have to work for it. And we all know what it takes to truly be great at something. LeBron James didn't become LeBron James overnight. So don't BS yourself. Alright, so with number 3, we actually have the 2-to-1 rule. The 2-to-1 rule just means for every 2 hours of productivity, you get 1 hour of leisure time. So what this means is, for every 2 hours that I'm working out at the gym, I play 1 hour of video games. And the same goes with school. If school is 6-7 hours every day, if it's 6 hours, it's going to be 3 hours of leisure time at home. If I'm working at my job for 8 hours, then I have 4 hours of free time. This 2-to-1 rule just gives you a rule that you have to follow, so you're not just wasting your whole day away. Like if you're scrolling and making TikToks for 5 hours every day, and you're only getting 1 hour productivity time done, you're not using your time efficiently. This 2-to-1 rule is going to help you actually get stuff done, and it helps you with your other goals as well. If you're trying to go to college, that 2-to-1 rule is going to hold you accountable for studying for your classes or applying to colleges. So if for every 2 hours of productivity time, you only have 1 hour of leisure time, chilling out, relaxing, and watching movies. Or you can kind of balance it out. You can make it a 1-to-1 ratio if you're just starting out, if you're using a lot of leisure time usually, but you want to get it to at least 2-to-1. Our number 4 on my list is going to be listen to your parents, listen to your mentors, whoever are the great adults or the good role models in your life. Listen to them more. The people that actually care about you, don't be rebellious towards them. Listen to them, hear them out, and see where they're coming from. Because people that actually love you and want good for you, they actually want to put you in a better situation. So don't be rebellious and just do stupid stuff to go against them. Listen to them and hear them out from what they tell you, because they're not going to they might give you bad advice sometimes, but most of the time they're trying to help you out. So listen to them, please. And you'll definitely be thankful later on. That's how I was. I was really rebellious while I was in high school, but now I'm thankful for the way they disciplined me and just have rules in the home. Number 5 on my list is going to be grateful for what you have and stop wanting more. If you're always wanting more, you're always going to be greedy. You're always going to wonder why I don't have that, why I don't have this. And you're gonna look at your parents like, why don't we have more? But if you wake up and you're grateful, say if you wake up, you say thank you to God for waking up, and you say 5 things that you're grateful for, you're starting your day a lot better in mindset every single day if you're grateful. You're not always going to be wanting more and more. You can kind of be grateful for what you got, for having a roof over your head, for having food, for having parents. Then you can just pray and say thank you for what you do have. It's going to lead to a lot better life. So if you start doing that in your high school days, the rest of your high school, your college, or adult life is going to be a lot easier, I promise. Just start being more grateful and stop always wanting more. Right, number 6 on my list is going to be stop caring about what other people think, or stop caring about others' opinions. I know it's hard when you're in high school because you're always around social media and people at school, and they're always going to judge you, they're probably going to make fun of you. But you waste a lot of money and energy, and it hurts your self-esteem if you think about clothes, shoes, if that makes your character. And if you have to smoke, drink, or have sex in order to be cool. Just focus on being the best you can be, and try to put all of those bad thoughts, all of those judgments out of your mind. Just stay focused on your path and what you want to do with your life and how you think your life will be better. Like if you like clothes and shoes, that's cool, but don't wear clothes and shoes because other people think that's cool, or don't have a rush in having sex just because other people are having sex. Stay the course. If you end up doing what you do, that's on you, but just mind your own business and stop caring about others' opinions in all of your life, not just high school, but really important in high school. Number 7 on my list is going to be start being more selfless. Start volunteering more. Start helping out your mom and dad, your family members at the house more. Start doing chores. They've already done so much in their life to help support you. So start giving back to the world. Start helping out the people that need help at work, at school, and just volunteer whenever you get the chance. I'm personally a firm believer of what you put out comes back. If you don't believe that, that's cool, but just start doing good deeds and start being selfless towards the world. Start making the world a better place and give back towards the world. Because you being nice and being kind to others, life is going to bring that back to you. I promise you. Number 8 on my list is going to be anything that you want to do it. They're way too young to not take a risk, or just if you have an urge to do something, go do it. Because time may feel slow at the time, but time is always flying past. It felt like yesterday when I was in 9th grade. It felt like yesterday when I graduated from high school. But now I'm about to be a junior in college, sorry. So if you want to ask that girl out, go ask her out. You only got one chance. The worst thing she can say is no. If you want to go play football, go play football. If you want to work at this job, if you want to join this club, whatever you want to do in your life, go take on that risk. Go take on whatever you're scared of doing, because you don't have time to waste, really. So just go do it. Time is just going to fly past right away. Time is going to keep moving, so go take on that risk. Do what you're scared of doing. The next thing I have on my list is going to be becoming financially literate and just learning about money in general. So just go read financial literacy books. A lot of people read Rich Dad Poor Dad, The Psychology of Money. You can even read like success books such as Think and Grow Rich, Atomic Habits. But read these books, like financial books, educate yourself on money, educate yourself on mindset, and just success in general. Because once I discovered this book, I think in my freshman year in college, it really did change my life. It changed my whole perspective on life. So if you start with that mindset and start reading that material, you learn about money in high school, just imagine how your life will be when you get to college, when you get to adult life. You're going to be rich and you're going to be smart. Alright, so number 10 on my list is going to be the 25% savings rule. What I mean for this is, for every big purchase, I'll say for high schoolers, it'll probably be about $100. So every $100 that you spend on like something that you want, like say we get a new game, say we get a new console, you want to put 25% of that purchase into your savings account. So what that means is, say if I get a PlayStation 5 and it was $500, right? 25% of that $500 is $125. So once I buy that PlayStation for $500, I have to put $125 into my savings account. So what that means is when you have $100, don't just spend $100 flat. You have to have $125 so you can save $25 and then buy the item that you want for $100. So this is a good way of helping you out financially, save your money. So if you're doing the savings rule and you're reading financial books, you're going to end up saving a lot more money than most teenagers would, because you're kind of being responsible. Every time you buy something bigger, you have to save more. That's a win-win. You get what you want and you help yourself out in the future. And I'm telling you, your future self would love these savings. Coming up, number 11 on my list, is going to be learn about the stock market and learn about economics. So I'm going to start with economics first. Think about the COVID situation. When everything shut down, sanitizer, wipes, everything started being more expensive. That's all supply and demand. That's all economics. So once you actually learn economics online on YouTube and focus in class in economics, you'll actually learn some things about how the real world works. And economics is huge. And then once you learn about the stock market, you'll understand that there's a lot more money in the world. You'll understand more about economics, companies in general. And you know people get rich off the stock market, right? So why not learn about it in high school? So learn about the stock market and research the economy as well. It's going to set you apart. Last on my list is going to be, please don't speed. Your parents always say don't speed. Drive the speed limit. The most you should be driving is 10 over the speed limit. So if the speed limit is 45, you go 55 at the very most. You want to drive 45 to 55. That's the range. If you're on a highway and the max is 65, you can probably go 15 over and you'll be fine. You're not being in danger. You're driving safely. So 65 speed limit on a highway, then go 80 miles per hour at the very most, 65 to 80. Because if you get a speeding ticket, you have to pay money first. It's like 150 to 300. And then it puts reckless driving your driver record, and then it makes your insurance go up. It hurts you in the future. It hurts your parents. So just don't speed. It's not worth it. It's not cool. Like, just save your money, save your time. Don't speed. If you apply these 12 tips into your teenage life, if you apply these 12 tips into your life in general, you will avoid so many problems. You will have such a better life if you apply these 12 tips. I hope you guys learned something from this video. I hope you appreciate the content that I put into this video. If you did, I would really appreciate it if you would drop a like on this video. But I do thank you for getting to this point. As always, I'm wishing success upon everyone. Have a great day, guys. Peace.